Good morning everyone. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today, Academy app. For regular updates, please join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. Now we have started a new channel, Civils Academy. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. Now let's start. Recently, Lok Sabha passed the Companies Amendment Bill. The original Companies Act was passed in which year? So the original act was passed in 2013. Recently, Amendment Bill was passed in this context. Now, what is the objective of this Companies Amendment Bill? First thing first, this bill is associated to MCA, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Second is that the objective is to decriminalize some of the offenses under this act. What is the meaning of this term? Decriminalized. It means instead of jail as a punishment, you are imposing fine. For example, as per this Companies Act, if you did not fill this document properly, there are certain stringent punishment. So, in order to decriminalize it, that means instead of jail punishment, you are saying that okay, you will have to pay this much fine. So this will help in better confidence building for corporates. Now, apart from that, this bill also seeks to establish the benches of NCLAT. What is NCLAT? It is National Company Law Appellate Tribunal. Next question is the Banking Regulation Act, which seeks to regulate the functioning of banks, was passed in which year? So, it was passed in 1949. Why this was in news recently? Because of new amendment bill. And as per this new amendment bill, RBI can initiate a scheme for amalgamation or reconstruction of bank. This is first thing. Second is that it also put cooperative banks under the ambit of RBI. So, it allow RBI to start amalgamation or reconstruction. It also put cooperative banks under the ambit of RBI. RBI is Reserve Bank of India. Headquarters is in Mumbai. Recently, it was in news because of PIDF. It was also in news because of Operation Twist. It was also in news because of currency swap agreement with Sri Lanka. Next question is that DPIIT under Commerce Ministry has given permission to which entity to introduce ISO tank containers for the movement of liquid oxygen for domestic transport. So, few important points. First is DPIIT has given this permission. DPIIT is under Commerce Ministry and the permission has been given to PESO to introduce ISO tank containers for movement of liquid oxygen. Now, it is important to note that this PESO is under DPIIT and DPIIT is under Commerce Ministry. Now, if we talk about oxygen transportation, recently Maharashtra state government accorded the ambulance status to the vehicles carrying medical oxygen. Maharashtra was also in news as the 2021 Indian Science Congress is going to be in Pune in Maharashtra, while this year's Science Congress was in Karnataka. Pune was also in news because of Sanyam app. Next question is, what is the name of hackathon launched by ICAR under NAHEP to promote innovation in the field of farm mechanization? So the name of this hackathon is Kritagya. It was organized by ICAR and this was organized under this NAHEP, that is National Agricultural Higher Education Project. Idea is to promote innovation in farm mechanization. Now, coming back to this ICAR, it is Indian Council of Agricultural Research. It was founded in 1929. The headquarters is in New Delhi. Now, it is important to note that this ICAR is the top body for agricultural research in our country and it is under Agriculture Ministry. In fact, the Union Agriculture Minister acts as a president of ICAR. On similar lines, we have ICMR, that is for medical research. Next question is, the scheme Building Awareness on Intellectual Property Rights is implemented by which ministry? So, it is an initiative of MSME Ministry. The objective is to encourage the registration of IPR and how they are encouraged, providing proper guidance and financial support. Now, what is IPR? It is Intellectual Property Rights. What is MSME? It is Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. Recently, Government of India started Champions Portal for MSME sector. Apart from that, recently, Andhra Pradesh government launched restart package for the revival of MSME sector. In fact, this KVIC is also under MSME Ministry. KVIC stands for Khadi and Village Industries Commission. Recently, it was in news as it started reviving the Pokhran potteries. Pokhran is in Rajasthan. Next question is, in which year the second National Commission on Labour was set up? So this question is in the context of recent labour laws amendments. So this commission was set up in 2002. Now, recently Parliament passed 3 labour codes. So these 3 labour codes are Industrial Relations Code Bill, second is Code on Social Security, and third one is Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions. So this will provide social security to the workers in unorganized sector. This third one will provide support to the interstate migrants. And this first code specifies that what are the conditions related to industrial relations. Next question is, which Indian state has the highest number of nursing colleges? So Karnataka has the highest number of nursing colleges. It is important to note that health is a state subject. What is the meaning of this term? State subject. See, as per 7th schedule of Indian Constitution, there are 3 lists. One is union, state, and third is concurrent. So, in case of state list, usually state government will make law. In case of union list, the central government will make law. And in case of concurrent list, both central and state can make laws. So, health is a state subject. Now, coming back to Karnataka, Karnataka was also in news because of Reward project. Answer in comment box, which international financial institution will provide financial support for this Reward project of Karnataka. Apart from that, Karnataka was also in news because of new IT policy. IT stands for Information Technology, and this policy is for 2020 to 2025. Next question is, Sinkulla Tunnel connects which 2 Indian states or union territories? So it connects the Ladakh and Himachal Pradesh. Now recently it was in news because NHIDCL speeded up the process of DPR. What is DPR? It is Detailed Project Report. Now what is this NHIDCL? It is National Highway and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited, and it is under Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. Recently this ministry was in news because of NHAI. It is National Highways Authority of India. NHAI was in news because of Harit Path initiative. Now, this Ministry of Road Transport was in news because of IRAD. What is IRAD? It is Integrated Road Accident Database Project. So this database will have all the information about road accidents, and on the basis of this information, corrective measures can be taken. Next question is, recently CCEA, that is Cabinet Committee for Economic Affairs, approved the extension of RUSA. What is RUSA? It is Rashtriya Uchtar Shiksha Abhiyan. So the question is, in which year this scheme was launched? So the scheme was launched in 2013. Now this RUSA is a scheme for development of higher education in our country, and it is a centrally sponsored scheme. What is the meaning of this term, centrally sponsored? It means central government will sponsor the scheme and rest of the funding will be provided by the state government. In comparison to this, there is central sector scheme in which central government will provide 100% financial support. So this RUSA is associated to MHRD. What is MHRD? It is Ministry of Human Resource Development. Now it has been renamed and now it is MOE, that is Ministry of Education. Next question is, which among the following is or are the schemes for welfare of minorities? So all 3 schemes are related to welfare of minorities. This Nai Udan scheme is a scheme to provide support to the students who have cleared prelims by different institutions. For example, who have cleared UPSC prelims or SSC prelims or state PCS prelims. So it is an initiative to support such students. This Naya Savera is an initiative to provide free coaching to the students who are economically weaker and who are from minority community. And this third scheme, that is Pradhan Mantri Jan Vikas Karyakram. So as you can see, Jan stands for public. So it is a scheme for all sections of society. So obviously it will benefit this minority section also. So that's why all of the above is the right answer. Next question is, which of the following is not a correct match of India's research and development facilities with their locations? So this HEMRL is incorrectly matched. See, recently these institutions were in news because they have developed a laser guided ATGM, that is anti-tank guided missile. So these three institutions were involved in this missile. One is ARDE, that is Armament Research and Development Establishment. So this is in Pune. Second is HEMRL. So this HEMRL stands for High Energy Materials Research Laboratory. So this is also in Pune, not in Chennai. So that's why second option is wrong. And third institution is IRDE, that is Instrument Research and Development Establishment. So this is in Dehradun. Next question is, recently government integrated which portal with GIS of 6 states to provide an update on land availability? What is GIS? It is Geographic Information System. So recently government integrated IIS with GIS. What is IIS? It is Industrial Information System. So now with this integration, the real-time information can be provided. And this IIS is a database of industrial areas or industrial clusters across the country. Next question is, recently Parliament passed Jammu and Kashmir Official Languages Bill. Which among the following languages are included in the list of official languages in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir? So all of the above are the associated languages. Recently Parliament passed this Jammu and Kashmir Official Languages Bill, and now Kashmiri, Hindi and Dogri are in the list of official languages of Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, in addition to the existing language of Urdu and English. Now answer in comment box whether Urdu is mentioned in the 8th schedule of Indian Constitution or not. Jammu and Kashmir was also in news because of Sparrow Initiative. It was also in news because of Back to Village program. It was also in news as recently Mr. Manoj Sinha was appointed as the new Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir. Previous Lieutenant Governor was G.C. Murmu. Next question is, what is the name of an online film festival on Indian classical dance and maestros by Film Division? So it is Nrityanjali. So these were the most important questions of today's video.